Hello and welcome to Amada's Procurement Video Training Series. In this video, you'll learn how to create a monthly invoice package for cost-reimbursable task orders. If your notice to proceed letter indicates that your task order is for a cost-reimbursable staff augmentation project, you will need to use a TOM 26A cost-reimbursable invoice template. The prime consulting firm is responsible for submitting the first invoice within 45 calendar days of a task order notice to proceed date. Then, each subsequent invoice must be submitted by the 15th of each month until the task order end date. To create your invoice, open the TOM 26A Cost Reimbursable Invoice template. You'll see a summary, labor, other direct costs, and subs tab. You can use the NTP letter as a reference to the fields on your summary page. Start with the invoice billing period section to populate the invoice billing and performance period dates. Add your company logo and all the appropriate details found in the task order. The summary page automatically populates certain fields to the labor and ODC sub-tab. The Invoice Summary by Task Order section provides the work breakdown structure, hours, and calculated billing amounts. Each row in the summary is associated to the respective labor tab. Click on the 001 Labor tab to enter details for the consultant person hour report. You can reference TOM 19, the negotiated price proposal, to confirm rates and required information for this section. On the top, you'll notice the information carries over from the Summary tab. For certain fields that did not populate, they must be manually entered. Overhead rates will be different if the employees work out of a home or field office. You can reference the price proposal for different overhead rates as applicable. Enter the employee name, followed by the project title. CIP stands for the Capital Investment Program Cost Codes. Enter the regular hours worked, and then the billing rate. The template will automatically calculate the direct salary cost, which can be cross-checked with the timesheets. If overtime was pre-approved, enter the hours worked in the overtime field. To enter any additional employees, right-click on the row, click Insert, and another row will appear. After all the information is entered, the spreadsheet will automatically calculate the subtotal base salary. Next, enter the WMATA approved percentage for home and field overhead, the contractual profit amount, and the prime project management fee if applicable. These rates should be the same as the approved price proposal and task order terms and condition. Use the consultant comments field to communicate with the invoice reviewers. If any employees require reimbursement for expenses, click on the ODC and Subs tab, which is a consultant expense report and subconsultant summary page. This is used to track billable expenses for each employee. Expenses should conform to current GSA per diem rates for mileage, meals, and hotels. Other categories of direct costs will be approved in your negotiated price proposal or a TOM 57 travel authorization form. Now let's move to the bottom of the form. Enter the disadvantaged business enterprise subconsultant invoice total, the non-DBE subconsultant invoice total, and sub-profit burden as applicable per contract terms. Additional other direct costs may include materials and supplies, as well as printing and reproduction. This information will be calculated in the subtotal amount at the bottom of the spreadsheet. If you go to the summary page in the Invoice Summary tab, each task order is linked to the respective labor and ODC and subs tab. This will automatically populate the hour and invoice total. Now if you scroll down in the task order DBE spending data, enter the DBE amount, previously billed, total for this invoice, and the amount billed to date. Once all the information is populated and quality checked, you can print each page as a PDF. A complete invoice package includes the invoice summary page, the consultant person hour report details, signed timesheets, pre-approval forms if applicable, such as overtime, holiday, personnel, and inclement weather, consultant expense reports and subconsultant summary details, associated receipts, MAP mileage forms, and pre-approval travel forms, a TOM 25 progress report that communicates progress and identifies risks to task managers, and any additional supporting documents from subs. The Prime will upload the invoice package to the Invoice tab of Procore for approval. An invoice that conforms to all the requirements will take 30 days to be approved for payment. After receiving payment, Primes will have 10 days to pay subconsultants. There will be a delay in payment or non-payment if an invoice is received without the proper supporting documents. And this concludes the cost reimbursement invoice training. If you have any questions, please contact your WMATA task manager.